Top of the morning to you. It's the Irish podcast.
Oh yeah, is it even St. Patrick's Day anymore?
Merry Ireland.
Oh, it is St. Patrick's Day for like 23 more minutes.
Yeah, it's the luck of the Irish. The Irish aren't very lucky, are they? The potato famine. Just being born Irish. I think there's some wish fulfillment going on with that whole phrase. They're all small.
Are they?
I don't know. They're like leprechauns, right? They're
Is my
short.
mic working?
Is your mic working? Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Okay.
Yeah, we tested it before we started.
I just
That would suck.
see yours moving. Oh, maybe. Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Why don't you let me worry about
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
the technical stuff? You just focus on being cute.
Yeah, you're right.
Your hot takes. And I'll handle the
Aren't you?
the man stuff.
Yeah. The
technical.
Yeah, I apologize for
wizardry.
Questioning
Do you know how much time and effort and technical prowess it takes to set up a podcast like this, babe?
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, you basically have to be a super genius.
Yeah, I totally just disrespected your whole your intelligence, your skill.
Thank you.
So yeah, I apologize.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, really though, it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Way more work than I thought it would be, and I'm still not even good at it. This podcast looks like total shit. It just looks like hot garbage.
No.
It's because we don't light the podcast. There's no lights. This light is putting off 1 BTU.
I think it kind of looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool, but the quality itself, it's not in 4K. We bought all the 4K equipment. We were trying to produce the podcast in 4K, and we can only record in 1080p. My computer can't handle the 4K files. It will not handle it. I don't know.
That's so sad.
And we can't figure it out. Mason's way better at computers than I am, and he can't even figure it out.
Sucks.
We're just, I don't know. But, there's room for improvement. This isn't the podcast's final form.
Right.
We're still in the primordial ooze of this podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone here, they're in the inner circle. Everyone watching this.
Yeah. You guys the OG,
yeah.
Bait Buffet fans.
Exactly.
You guys before the massive success.
Before the massive government overthrow, where we become Legion, and what are we're gonna make it like Gilead, you guys. We're gonna, but with it'll be cooler though, less rapey.
All right.
More just more vibes.
More vibes.
But still cultish though. But
Okay.
more equality though.
Yeah.
Cause I like the concept of Gilead,
What?
from The Handmaid's Tale. Or
you like the concept of Gilead.
I like the concept, but I don't like all the oppression, I don't like how they wipe out minorities and how they treat women. I don't agree with it.
Did they wipe out minorities?
In the book.
Okay.
In the show, they kind of retcon that. So they want to have black people in the show, which makes sense.
Isn't oppression just kind of inherent to a society like Gilead?
You'd think so.
But not in your communist utopia. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Mine will actually be good. You would do dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that, the good way for the very first time.
I'm gonna be like Tyler Durden. Is that his name, Tyler Durden? I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Have you seen Fight Club?
No.
Tyler something, some white boy name, but he's Brad Pitt, and he leads this cult of all these dudes.
You know what I'm excited about?
Yeah.
Our pizza rolls.
Oh man, yeah. Like the cult like takeover is like the long-term goal, but short-term goal for tonight, pizza rolls.
I bought pizza rolls today, and we're gonna eat them after this pod.
Nice.
While we watch a show. What are we gonna watch? We've like finished. We finished Love Is Blind.
That was great. Great season.
Yeah.
Give it up.
And we just watched Big Eyes last night, which was good. It's like a movie based on a true story. Christopher, what's his name? Christopher Waltz.
Yeah, Christopher Waltz. He plays this jackass.
He plays this just like insane like narcissist dude. Like so like he's just, this is like his niche. Okay, like extremely like narcissistic dudes.
And apparently girls are into it. Like
Yeah.
Alyssa was telling me there's like fan fiction of Hans Landa, like on
There's fan fiction of like
AO3.
everybody.
That's crazy. Why would you be attracted to Hans Landa?
You know,
doesn't make any
beats the
sense.
fuck out of me, babe. Like I don't know.
You're the one beating off to it.
No, I'm not beating off to it. I just saw it.
You
I
just
see
saw
a
it
lot.
as you grazed your clit.
I see a lot of stuff on the internet, and
Sure. It's okay, babe. You can admit that you jerked off to it. I'm not gonna be mad.
okay, well, I didn't, but thanks.
I thought for a second you literally were going
No,
to.
I didn't.
It really felt like you were about to.
Well, I kind of thought it might be funny to kind of like be like, yeah, like I did, but like,
Don't admit to jerking off to Nazis, babe.
but yeah, Big Eyes was like about Hans Landa. Just kidding. His name's
Basically, though.
yeah, Hans Landa. Like if he wasn't like in the Nazi like regime, like as like a higher up, like if he was just like some normal guy.
I wasn't in the Nazi regime, but I was a painter. That's how he'd say it.
Yeah, exactly.
He always has some bait.
If he was trying to be, so he's trying to be in, well, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't spoil it.
Well, it's a movie where, basically
Amy Adams is like the lead.
Amy Adams is this painter, and she meets this like charismatic husband guy after she leaves her first husband, which was like a big no-no back in the 50s. And she's got this daughter she's got to take care of. And then, her paintings start to take off in popularity, and he ends up taking credit for them. And that's like the premise of the movie. Yeah, so it's a good movie, though. You should check it out. It's directed by Tim Burton, and it's like the only Tim Burton film that doesn't feel like a Tim Burton film. It's very strange.
Yeah, there are some creepy moments, though.
Yeah, he couldn't resist there's a couple shots.
Yeah.
Because she has these like big eyes.
Her paintings.
And then like there's some macabre sort of imagery of like her having visions of people with big eyes, and it looks crazy and creepy, and
yeah,
like when it's in a painting it looks like fine, but like
it's all kind of creepy. Like it's honestly creepy to me in the paintings.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that was a good movie.
Did she invent anime?
Maybe.
Margaret Keane. When did anime like really start like in earnest? I have no idea.
Oh my god,
Did a white woman invent anime?
I've been waiting to tell Forrest this like all day, because I came home from the gym and I was like, oh my gosh, babe, I want to tell you something funny. And he was like, wait, save it for the podcast.
Here we are.
And now
here's
we're
the podcast.
Here.
Yes,
okay, it's
I'm
not
ready.
really like that crazy of a story. Like it was just like it's just like people at the gym can be so cringy sometimes. And this guy, like, I was on, like, the Stairmaster, which is, like, my thing that I always do at the gym. He was, like, in the weightlifting area and far away from me. Like, I should not be able to, like, hear him, But I could, because he was being really crazy, obnoxious. But, like, he was, I assume he was lifting weights.
Yeah.
But, like, he would, like, every time, like, you would hear this like really crazy like grunt, like really really loud, like like it was like
From
really
like across the room. Oh!
yeah, exactly. Like, but it was really loud. Like really loud, and like for like long stretches of grunts.
Who let a baby
Like,
T-Rex in here?
Yeah, like that, and then you would hear like the weight like slam on the ground.
Ugh. That's cringe, huh?
And it happened like 10 times.
Like, I'm not an expert at gymming or anything, but like I feel like if you have to slam the weights down, you're kind of like missing the point. Like it's I don't think it's just about like lifting the weight up. It's also about being able to control it down as well.
Yeah.
Like there's different muscle groups that you need to utilize to get the full workout, right? Like just dropping the weights can't be good for them either.
Right.
And it's annoying. I mean, besides the fact that it's annoying and like weird,
it kind of just
I think it's dangerous for the weights and for the people around you, and it's just like I think you're getting a better workout if you were to just use your strength to put it down slowly.
It just seems kind of dangerous to me. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was what I wanted to tell you. That it's not that crazy of a story because like.
It sounds crazy in the moment though.
No, it was like because I'm just like I was like looking
like, is there
over.
like a school shooter?
Like, no, exactly. That's that's always my thought when I hear like
no one ever shoots up a
loud
gym.
noises, like or loud like moans or screams or yelling. I'm always like, is there about to be some like violence happening?
Yeah.
But no, it was just, but yeah, like so at the time it was like annoying.
There's some good gym fights. I've seen some ones on Twitter.
Oh my god.
Where like bros will swing on each other,
Wow.
Like you disrespect my girl, like time to tuss,
Tuss.
I saw this one where this guy like I forgot like what initiated it, but it was over in like half a second because the guy swung on him. And the other guy just kind of like dodged and just like pushed his arm away, and then the guy like lost his balance and just fell like face first like onto like a weight, and just like fell like crumpled. And he was just done, and he was like a really big muscly guy too, but he just like it was just like one like miscalculation and then it was over.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's how it usually is in like real life. Like in movies, it's always like this like long drawn out thing. But it kind of seems like in real life it's like over pretty quick. I've never been in a fight, thankfully, but I've seen plenty online, and maybe those are the ones that are just popular. But
you should tell them about your experience today.
Oh yeah, so I've been up for like 48 hours. I haven't slept in multiple days, and I've just had too much energy recently. I've had too much going on, and so I went to the gym. I stayed up all night, like last night, working on a shot.
Forrest always does this thing where he'll say that he's going to the gym or like he has to go to the gym that day.
I gotta go to the gym.
And then, because that's just part of his, routine or whatever. And then he'll like not go all day and then be like, I'll go after we're done hanging out. And we're done hanging out at like 3:00 in the morning when I go.
Typically,
when I go to bed.
usually turning around 3. So then, I usually stay up until like, I either fall asleep around the same time or I stay up until like 6 or 7 or something, and like get some more work done. Then I'll sleep for like 4 hours or something.
And then it's just kind of a joke because he'll be like, "Oh, I'll go when you go to bed after you go to sleep."
I like going to the gym at night though, because there's like less weirdos.
Because, sometimes it does happen like last night, but it usually doesn't happen. Usually he just falls asleep with me at the same time as I do.
And then I have to go the next day.
It's kind of like a joke or whatever. Like he'll be like, "I'm gonna go when you go to bed," and then it's like,
I do it often. It's like
but
a 50-50.
You did last night.
Yeah, I mean, because like, the more I put it off, the more it's gonna collide with my next day. So then all the days get shifted down in the week, and that fucks things up for Alyssa's schedule. So I really got to go at some point. But I kind of push it off because I'm so focused on a shot, or I'm so focused on getting like this thing done. And I'm like, I'll go once I get this like thing done. So I got the thing done, I got the shot done, and then I left for the gym around like, I don't know, 8:30 a.m., something like that. and went to the gym. You know, had a nice time. Used the sauna. That was cool. And then I was like, you know what? I need to buy some new weights because I want to do more lifting at home. You know, just get some lifts in while I'm waiting for the render. You know, get some lifts in with Alyssa because we're lifting
We've been
weights
lifting weights
together. But the weight I have currently is only a 20-pound. I do like, you know, 2 20-pounders. But the weight those are the weights I have currently. But the ones I use at the gym are 25. So I'm like, I gotta get a 25-pound weight. But I don't want to spend like all the money, you know, in the world to like buy 2 25-pound weights. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be like economical. I'm gonna be smart with my money. I'm gonna get it used. I'm gonna support the environment. I'm gonna go to a secondary hand-me-down store type deal, you know, because I'm cool like that. And I was like racking my brain. I'm like, Play It Again Sports. I went there as a child when I was in baseball. My mom always took me there to get my like equipment, like, you know, secondhand. It's like they sell stuff cheap. I'm thinking in my mind, it's gonna be this like wondrous place of all this like great stuff, like all these rare finds, like for dirt cheap prices. You know, everyone in there is gonna be helpful and friendly, and it's gonna be just this like fun experience. You know, I'm like, I'll go right after the gym, and I looked it up, and there's one in the same complex as the gym. I'm like, it's fate. I can literally walk there. I don't have to get in my car. I'm like, I'm gonna find the perfect weight set, and it's gonna be cheap as hell, and it's gonna be I'm gonna feel like the raw energy, like some other person has, you know, got ripped on these things for years, and they finally, you know, donated them and moved on to a different set, and now I'm gonna get ripped on these things, and they're gonna have this like tangential energy, you know, stored in them, and I'm gonna like feed on it, you know. I was getting psyched on this concept, and I walk into Play It Again Sports, and it's just a nightmare in there. It's like the Party City we went to, but worse.
Oh my God. It was our daughter's birthday.
Oh
and we're trying.
God. This is why retail stores are dying.
We're trying to throw a fun birthday party for our kid. And like.
We got stress going in there.
It's just like. I don't want to sound like a Karen, but like people just really need to like up their game with like their stores, and like employees just need to be like way nicer.
Well, it's the problem is like people don't show pride in their profession.
I just felt like there was like 2 employees there, and they were both just like not happy to see us like at all.
Yeah, like you get that feeling when you walk into certain places, like, oh, they don't want you there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah,
and like the place is a mess. It's horrendous. There's boxes piled up to the ceiling.
It looks like it was
half opened.
Yeah,
like they started putting shit away and they just forgot about it months ago, and it's just collecting dust like in like every corner of the building. Like there's no, I mean, it's barely put together. You're basically just shopping in like the back room of like a really like disorganized like venue, like some sort of potluck or something.
Yeah.
You know, some sort of hippie potluck, but it's like this corporate party place. It's crazy.
Yeah,
because we know the other Party City.
Yeah, we went to
is good.
A different Party City, and that was much better.
It's nice because you want to go into Party City and like pick out balloons and you know, get inspired. You know,
and
if you go to a good Party City, it can be a fun, wholesome experience. But you go to the one in the you know, shitty area, or just the one. It wasn't even like a bad
area. Like we don't really.
It was just poor management.
We like avoid going to shitty areas. So it was like a nice area, and
just had
this
bad
particular one was just like not good.
And we looked up the reviews, and the reviews were not kind to it.
Like because like our original plan for her birthday was like it was gonna be Barbie themed, and there's like a big Barbie balloon, and I was like, oh, like can we get like that balloon, like that Barbie balloon? And she's like, oh, that one's not for sale. Like we don't sell that anymore. And I just got the vibe that she just like didn't want to like
she didn't even check.
Yeah, exactly. Like she just didn't want to like blow up a balloon now.
Why is it there? If it's not available, take it down. Like it's not rocket science anyway. But this Play It Again Sports was even worse than that Party City.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Yeah, the way Forrest
It was like
describing
walking
it was
into a
crazy.
garbage dump. like a literal trash heap. Like I walked in and it's the most it's like the low panel ceilings, like the low kind of like foam tiled ceilings, drop ceilings, that's what they're called. And then like just shit stacked up in mountains to the wall.
Oh my god.
Hastily priced, with price guns. You know,
Oh,
like
no.
overpriced too. Like this shit is not worth like what they were trying to get for it.
Yeah.
Like I could buy this shit like new at like, you know, Dick's Sporting Goods. Like go to like a nice
Yeah.
place in the mall and get it for like probably the same price or maybe like slightly more. Not
Yeah.
worth it, basically. Like I looked at a basketball like it was new in the packaging, and it was like $20.
That just seems like what a basketball would be on like Amazon.
Maybe I'm off on like what basketballs cost these days, but like maybe they're like $40 now or something.
Hmm.
But yeah, that didn't seem right to me. I'm like, for what I'm experiencing in this store, this should definitely be like $10 or something. But I wasn't even looking for basketball. I was just kind of like looking around because I'm like, where are the weights? And the place is flooded with children too. I wasn't expecting that either. I thought this would be kind of, I don't know. I guess it makes sense. This is mostly for kids, like, but it was all kids and like their like soccer mom like parents, like their soccer mom and soccer dad types. And they were like, everyone was stressed out. Everyone was running around. And they're like, get back here, put this on. And that people are on phone calls. Yeah, we got to meet you at the game at 4:30. Like, really serious, you know? But
Yeah.
everyone's wearing like athleisure and stuff. And, yeah, like it was rambunctious in there. It was like a Chuck E. Cheese. I wasn't
Oh,
expecting
wow.
that. Yeah. But it was like a Chuck E. Cheese, but no one was having fun.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, like everyone was just trying to like, you know, scramble. It was a mad scramble for the goods. I guess it's a thriving business. I don't know,
Wow.
but I did not enjoy my time in there whatsoever.
know-
I left because I finally found like the weights, like the used weights, and they didn't have anything past like 20-pound weights, which is exact. I was looking for a 25-pound. I found one 25-pound weight. I needed two. I found one, and it was like a rusty metal
That sounds disgusting.
weight, like shoved in the corner of the room, like under something, and it was like wrapped with like peeling like yellow tape. Like it used to be white, but it was like used so much by whoever owned it previously that it had turned yellow. And I didn't even check the price, but I'm like, you couldn't pay me to take that. Like it's literally
It's
trash.
trash.
It's like heavy trash.
Heavy trash.
Yeah, it's like the worst kind of trash. Like it's hard to get rid of. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I can't believe they're selling it.
Wow, that's such trash.
I would
babe.
rather lift like a rock outside.
No, yeah, that was so funny. Like he was like, "I'm just gonna go find a rock outside." Like,
Yeah. So, yeah, after that ordeal, I was like, I didn't even talk to anyone there. Like, I was like, hopefully no one tries to talk to me because like I'm trying to just like,
leave.
you know, check the vibe and make sure I'm not missing any kind of deal. Like, 'cause, you know, when I walked in there, I was like, this is horrible. But I was like, maybe there's like a good deal on like a weight. I finally found the weights. There's nothing. It's all just trash. Like, all like disorganized, insane looking. Like it literally looked like a dumpster.
Dang.
Yeah, like an interior, like you walk
That
inside like a
sucks.
large dumpster that was like barely lit. And I was like, damn, this is not. And when I was a kid, I feel like when I was a kid, I remember it being like cool. I don't know. I just kind of built it up in my mind. But then, yeah, I was like Googling on my phone because like, where do I get weights? You know, and it said Kohl's. Kohl's Cash. I've never been in a Kohl's once in my entire
Yes, you
life.
have, babe.
No.
You've been.
All
to
I know
Kohl's
about
with
Kohl's is
me.
Kohl's Cash. And what is Kohl's Cash?
It's like, I think it's like if you spend a certain amount of money at Kohl's, you get like Kohl's Cash, and it's like money that you can like spend only at Kohl's.
That sounds like shit. I'd rather just have cash.
Well, what,
Can I have the equivalent
well,
in cash?
How is that good for their business?
I don't know. I don't know like what their business even is.
I used to go to Kohl's like a lot.
Really?
There's like Kohl's in my hometown, and I feel like that is where I got like a lot of my clothes growing up.
I'm gonna see your face. Yeah, I feel like I never even knew this like realm of existence existed. It was like walking into like the multiverse or something. Like
Really?
it was like an alternate planet where I'm like, there are people in this place. I've never even seen this place before. Like what is it? It's
I
not
wouldn't
Target, it's not
expect
Walmart.
Kohl's to be popular or pop in now. Do you know what though?
There are a lot of
Like,
people in there.
as much as like Amazon is really useful and it's awesome and like I get a lot of stuff on Amazon, like it sucks for like clothes. I feel like if you eat
Yeah.
like there's not like you can't really find any like good clothes on Amazon.
I'm not a big fan of like online shopping for clothes in the first place, just because they're all cut so differently. You never really know until you put it on.
That's true, but I just feel like there's so often I'll go to a store and just nothing looks cute to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the vibes are all off. Like, nothing looks cute. Or if I find something that I think might be cute, they don't have my size. You know? So I have to go home and like order it online anyway.
Yeah.
Like, Old Navy is like really slacking. Like, if you go inside, really, just in general for like, especially kids' clothes, Old Navy kind of sucks. Recently, I bought Luna like a shirt, like a Hello Kitty shirt, and she really loved it. It was like really sad because I had to get rid of it because I washed it like 4 times or like 3 times. Well, it got a big stain on it, and then it took me like I was like desperately trying to get this stain out. And so I like had to wash it like 3 times. And then by like the end of it, it was like the Hello Kitty like design was like peeling off of the shirt. And so I just threw it away. But it was so sad because she really liked it.
That's so tragic, hon.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, sorry. We were talking about like shopping. Oh yeah, I just feel like Amazon just like sucks. Like, you know, if I want to find like clothes for especially the kids, like you can't. There's like nothing good on Amazon.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have to really buy clothes too often. I like the shirts at Target,
Yeah.
and then like just buy jeans like once every like blue moon at the Gap.
Oh my god, remember that one
I love
time
the Gap.
we went into Old Navy and like every single thing was for like fat people?
Oh yeah, you couldn't find any sizes and like non-fat sizes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was unfortunate. Yeah, I think yeah, like people, I guess most people are just heavy these days, so it's really hard
There's
to like,
an Old
find.
Navy in our like gym complex as well, and I will pop in there occasionally. And yeah, like when I look at the women's clothes, like it's all like nothing is in my size or nothing is cute.
Yeah.
Like I'll see something that I think is cute and then it's like they only have like XL or like XXXL.
Damn.
And it's like, dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess you got to put on like some more weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start eating like tubs of ice cream.
Yeah. So I could shop at Old Navy.
I think Christian Bale, when he put on weight for the role of Dick Cheney, he had like 2 pies a day.
That sounds good.
Yeah. just eat like a pie. That's like the classic like fat guy
Pies
thing
and
to
like
eat.
donuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you have like a donut
A
for
pie
breakfast.
just still seems sort of like healthy, somewhat.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, because I guess there's fruit in it. A donut, like I don't think there's any nutritional value.
It's kind of crazy how like it's just kind of normalized to like just have like donuts for breakfast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like yeah, like I used to do that when I was like a kid and stuff. It was just like a
It
thing.
doesn't really do anything for you.
Like it was just like,
no
oh, we're
protein
getting
in it.
donuts for breakfast or whatever, and it's like,
I guess
oh
it
yeah,
kind of the sugar kick kind of starts your day, like.
yeah.
But yeah, you feel like you'd want to eat something.
I'd like to have a donut after I eat.
I want a donut right now.
Me too, but I'd like to have a donut like after I eat like a real breakfast. I'm like really sensitive. I feel like I only want to eat like sweets like after I eat like something like a real food. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like a savory meal, and then I'll like want a sweet like right after it.
you're like that little crocodile meme.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I love that meme. Now it's time for something sweet.
On my birthday, we got Wingstop because that's like my favorite fast food.
Mm.
And then I immediately was like, I need True Fruits. If you guys don't know what True Fruits are, you're really missing out. You guys should go buy some True Fruits. They have like a bunch of different fruit and like chocolate combinations, but my favorite is like the strawberries covered in milk chocolate, I think. Oh my god. It's so good. It's like they're frozen.
Alyssa keeps trying to convince me they're healthy. She's like,
Well,
they're fruit.
I know.
It's dark chocolate. It's good for you. It's good for your microbiome.
Okay, well, no, there is a
They-
type that's like raspberries covered in dark chocolate, and that's the one that I'm like, this is like okay, like this is definitely like not that bad for you.
You can eat as much as you want, and it'll never be bad for you because it's.
But
it's
I just
fruit and
feel
dark
like
chocolate.
of all the things that I could be eating, like I just feel like True Fruits are like one of the better, like sweet options.
What made you buy pizza rolls today? What's that all about?
Okay, well,
Where were you?
I was at Deerberg's. I was at the grocery
I
store.
let you out of my sight for 1 minute. I turned my back on you for 1 minute. You come back with
Well-
a big bag of pizza rolls.
I was like craving. If you guys ever had like those Amy's bowls, it's like pesto tortellini is like my favorite one, and it's like a frozen like meal or whatever that you put in the oven.
I'm the one who introduced you to
Yeah,
those
you
two.
did.
Because like you didn't want to eat it at first because it was green.
That was literally Luna today. I tried to feed some to Luna, and Luna was like yucky. Like she literally said like yucky, and I was like, and she kept saying
They're
it.
actually good though.
Like as I was eating it, she was like looking at it and going like yucky.
Like judging you.
Yeah. But River ate it. Like River liked
River's
it.
a good boy. He always eats stuff.
Yeah, River eats like basically whatever I cook. But like yeah,
he's got a
Luna's
good appetite.
yeah, Luna's really picky, but
He loves water too.
oh my god, he does.
He sucks down water like a champ.
Yeah, but Forrest introduced me to like those Amy's bowls, but I was like really just like craving that. I don't know why. I haven't had it in like years. Like it's been a really long time since we've had those, but I just got it in my head. Like I just like remembered them, and I was like, oh my god, like I really want one of those, like desperately. So I went to the store and got them, and then like in the same like aisle or like in the same area.
Bet they're like $12 each now.
No, they're so like they're $6 each.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I think
Inflation
that
didn't
was
get
how
'em yet.
much they were back in the day. But right next to them was like the pizza rolls.
And you couldn't stop yourself.
And I debated for like a while getting them, but I was like, I don't. Let's
You
just.
paced the floors
just-
of the Deerbergs.
I'll just get them. I was like, just get them. Like it's fine.
Well, hopefully they're everything. They hopefully they live up to the hype.
I think they will.
Cause yeah, I think we have to cook them just right. We can't undercook them. We can't overcook them.
Yeah,
We're in
I
time
have
perfectly.
a problem with like overcooking things. Like I often will like leave things in the oven for too long because I'm just like, like oh, like I don't know.
You don't want it undercooked.
Yeah. I think I have it in my brain like, yeah, it's better to be kind of like crispier than like too raw.
Yeah. You sent me that picture of some like Goodwill or some sort of like secondhand store where someone donated a like a air fryer
Yeah.
with like pizza rolls still in it,
Yeah, that was funny.
and they looked fine.
Yeah, you would think, because like especially I was thinking that too, because I was like I feel like how long does something have to like sit in your like garage before you decide to donate it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you usually like you don't like. I mean, I don't know, but for me and like you,
Maybe some people are really on top of
we
it.
usually like keep our stuff, and like it's kind of like it's like we have to not use it for a while before we're like, okay, yeah, we're probably not going to use this. Like, let's just donate it.
Yeah, right.
So
There's like a donate pile in the garage,
Yeah.
and like whenever it starts to become too large, I'll take it to the Goodwill or
Uh-huh.
whatever. But I'm not just gonna take like every little thing we want to get rid of to the Goodwill.
yeah,
Like make a whole special trip.
For every item.
for every item. Yeah, but yeah, I you don't want to just throw it away either though. So you want to make sure, someone can get some use out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you could probably still eat those. They probably I mean, there's so much like preservatives in them. You could probably still like sprinkle a little water on them, throw them in the microwave.
Sprinkle some water.
Mhm. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, so that's what we'll be enjoying, shortly after the end of this podcast episode. Alyssa and I will be stuffing our faces full of pizza rolls.
Right.
And only that content can only be accessed on the Patreon. So
Mm-hmm. What are we gonna watch?
we're gonna watch Big Eyes 2.
Oh my god! And then another movie
Bigger
that we
Eyes.
watched recently was Phantom Thread.
Oh yeah,
And I would honestly I just didn't really understand that one.
that was a good one.
Forrest was like explaining it to me, and I'm just like, whatever. Like, fine. Just like, whatever. I don't care. Do your weird little shit, okay?
It's a good movie. I like the vibes in that movie.
Yeah.
The vibes were immaculate. We should go like on a Paul Thomas Anderson kick. He's done a lot of good ones. He's Hollywood's most handsome director.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what he's known. He's just a handsome guy.
And I've never seen him.
He's just a good-looking guy. Most directors are pretty butt ugly,
Mm.
like Quentin Tarantino, me.
What?
Like we just got like we got like a fucking face on us. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
But
Okay.
like obviously like the actors like they look hot. But
There's like this
PTA,
picture.
he's that rare breed where he's a hot director.
There's like this picture from like when they were doing, like I guess press for like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it was like Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio and Quentin Tarantino like all in like
Yeah.
a picture together, like posing or whatever.
Mugging.
And like someone was like, it's so funny how Quentin thinks he's the hot one or something like that. Or like it's so funny like Quentin like he's posing like he's the hot one or something.
No, because Quentin has so much confidence.
No, yeah,
And that's hot.
I love Quentin. Yeah.
He's awesome. You
Yeah.
don't have to be good looking if you're a man. Like you really don't. You just have to have like the force of will to make your dreams a reality. And thankfully, you can do it if you're a man, obviously. So, God bless America.
I don't think Quentin is bad looking.
I think
He
he's
definitely has like a look,
he's got a mug on him.
but
I'll say
not
that.
necessarily bad. Like if I just saw him like out and about, I would just be like, yeah, just like a guy.
He's never had like a good haircut.
Uh-huh.
He's always had terrible hair. And that's a choice. That's something you can actually fix with
Me?
time.
I don't know if this would still be true, but I always like to bring this up. Me and Quentin Tarantino have the same like Myers-Briggs personality type. I don't know like how accurate that is. Apparently Walt Disney has it too, where like it's like ENFP.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's still like my
Walt?
personality type anymore, or if like it was ever theirs, and like I don't know really how you would like deduce that.
Yeah, did Walt take the test?
Yeah.
Or
I
they-
don't know. Yeah,
just assume.
it's kind of just like I think for the most part they just like assume. But like on this website it was like here are like celebrities with like the same the same Myers-Briggs as you. And yeah, it was like
Yeah,
Quentin Tarantino.
I got Gordon Ramsay. So
Oh,
like,
oh my god, that's so true.
so like
That's accurate AF.
I was like I feel like I could like go into a restaurant and like tear some people down. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
yeah.
I
you
definitely have
could.
that personality.
Definitely.
But it had to be something I'm more like versed in, like a stop motion studio or something.
Yeah.
Like there's not really that many stop motion studios.
Oh my god, should
But if-
Forrest start
that'd
his
be sick,
own
though.
reality show where he like you're like the Gordon Ramsay of like stop motion.
Yeah. I go
Like,
into
you go into,
all three
like-
studios in the world.
You go into like the studios, like people's studios, and you like whip them into shape. You're like, and then you start like you know how Gordon will go into like kitchens
Yeah.
and will like like go into like the refrigerator and stuff and start like pulling shit out and like
Yeah.
you do that, but like
Yeah.
to these people's like Lego boxes,
I
like
think
you're like, what?
it could be more broad than that. I think it could just be all of Hollywood. Like I'll just go in like as they're like writing some shit like, you know, sequel to some crap like IP, and I'll like, you know, go in and re-edit the film while they're making it. You know, I think that would be a fun job. I could totally do that. Like this is where you're fucking up. You know, some movie with The Rock that's like terrible, and I'll tell them how to make it good.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you
That'd be a
for
cool
like
show.
writers.
If not me, like someone else. Like someone needs to be like there needs to be a Gordon Ramsay of the film industry, who goes in and tells these hacks like what the problem is.
Yeah, definitely.
Because a lot of times, like, you know, with the film industry, like in these big budget movies, like all the elements are there. You know, the crew, the talent, all the money's there to like make a good movie, but then the writers and like the producers, they just miss the mark, you know.
Yeah.
So if there is a Gordon Ramsay that someone who cared enough, put
you
enough prestige and personality.
You know what movie really needed that?
Little Spruce.
That fucking Ghosted movie with Chris Evans.
That one's unsavable. Just cancel it.
Like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like pissed off. I'm like, wow, that was absolute trash. I can't believe we like watched that.
Yeah, Ghosted. Go check it out, guys. It's an Apple TV Plus original.
Movie.
Apple TV Plus Premium original. Ghosted.
We've been watching some good movies recently, though.
Yeah, we saw Madam Web.
We haven't. I haven't.
It was a banger. No, but I feel like I've seen it because I've seen so many reviews.
I have seen no reviews. All I know.
Sean saw it.
What did he think?
I think he busted a nut.
Of course he did.
I think he jacked off.
Did you tell the
like
podcast?
that like that guy?
Oh my god! You should talk about.
This is why I love Twitter, because like this is why I can never get off Twitter, because like it's 90% trash, but every once in a while I'll come across like this like gem of a post, and it's like literally this guy, in this theater in Detroit, took a picture of the dude in front of him who was passed out with his cock out, like slumped.
Watching like that movie with like Kristen Stewart, like where she's a lesbian. Like,
and yeah, bro,
it's
just
called
posted
like
this
Love
guy's whole
Lies
cock.
Bleeding or something.
Yeah,
he's like jerking off like in the theater and then like fell asleep.
He was drinking like Fireball, like he had two like, you know, like bottles of Fireball, and then he also had like lines of Coke next to him, and he had like cigarettes and a vape. He was like caught in like a vicious cycle. And then he had his cock out, and his penis was small too, and then he just passed out with his dick in his hands, and the guy snapped a photo of him and posted it on Twitter. It's just so funny. Like that's definitely a crime, right? Or is it? I don't know. It's public, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I would never do that. It's just funny. Like I don't know what the legality of it, but just the boldness of like
taking
a photo of some random guy's junk and posting it online. That's just pretty fucking funny. Because the guy definitely deserved it, you know, legal or not. Like, I wouldn't be bold enough to do something like that, but it's definitely like well deserved. Like, if you're gonna jack it in public, and obviously like cause a huge disturbance for these film goers. You deserve something like that to happen to you, to be publicly ridiculed and embarrassed in such a way. And yeah, someone tagged the theater chain in Detroit that this happened at, and you go to their Twitter page, and the first like the log line, the bio is like, committed to providing a safe, healthy, and clean environment, or something to that effect. And I'm like, that just makes it sound like it's not that healthy or safe. Or like
but if
clean.
you have to like say that you're safe and clean, it's like
yeah, that's like it's like when you go to like AMC's like Twitter, they're not like saying like, hey, we have safe and clean theaters like in their first like tagline.
Apparently not. Apparently this theater does not have safe and clean theaters. If there's like
right, well, it's in Detroit.
Coke just like freely out. And like, you know, someone's cock is like fully out.
Did no one complain, or did no one stop him? Or like, yeah, he was cycling through so many different like vices.
Yeah.
In such a short time span. That sounds crazy. And apparently he was yelling at the screen before he passed out.
That's crazy.
According to the OP.
Did you tell the pod about how you felt about the Wonka movie?
I think we talked about it a bit. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, we didn't like it.
No.
We wasted our time and money on that one. But yeah, thankfully, you know, when you watch a movie at home, you can just turn it off.
Oh my god, I'm so glad that we almost thought about
yeah.
spending $20 to watch Poor Things.
It's been getting rave reviews.
And we actually
People love it.
We were when we took our kids to this like place.
It's a good one for the kids.
We took our kids to this like play place that we have here in our city, and we heard like two employees like talking about this movie. They're like film students, I guess, and they were like talking about like Poor Things. Like we could like overhear their conversation, and so we were like, oh, let's watch that, whatever. And then it was like $20. We're like, no, like let's wait for it to be cheaper.
I was this close.
Yeah, because
to renting it for $20.
Because this was like in an era where we had nothing to watch, and we were like dry, like nothing sounded entertaining to us at the time. So like this was like the one thing that we were like, oh, maybe we could watch this. So it was like disappointing when it was $20 and we were like, oh, never mind. But it came out on like Hulu, I think, right?
Yeah, Hulu got the rights.
And then so we turned it on,
and they won't let you forget about it either. Every time I log into Hulu, it's suggested 5 different times.
Basically,
like, you can't scroll through Hulu without seeing it.
No, they really want you to watch this movie.
Please.
Basically, immediately, instant like red flags.
Instant cringe.
Bad. Not good.
I guess it's supposed
horrible.
to be like a comedy. Like it's like it's described as a black comedy. I've since watched several reviews of the film, and everyone seems to love it. I don't know like what I'm missing exactly, but it wasn't funny at all to me. Was it funny to you?
No, it just seemed like really disturbing. I think maybe we were affected by it because we actually have a 3-year-old daughter. So we spend a lot of time around like
kids,
toddlers all day.
Yeah, children. Yeah.
And so like the premise is like it's like Emma Stone, and she has like the mind of like a 3-year-old little girl, and it's just like weird.
And she walks around like a toddler.
Yeah, and she plays and she throws things, like she breaks like plates and cups, and she pees on the floor, and it's like, you know, and it's just like kind of weird. And we turned it off before it got too weird, but I had heard before we started the movie, and before I knew like what it was about, I had heard people criticizing it for being like too sexual, and I'm usually like really like pro sex in movies and TV shows and stuff. Like I think
break
it's
them
like
titties out.
Exactly, like I'm really into that. So I was like, oh, perfect. Like if someone is criticizing a movie for being like too sexual, like I'm there.
Watch it more.
I'm there.
Yeah.
And so that's how I felt. So I was getting scared. Like I was like, oh my, like when like as we were like watching the movie, I was like what do you mean like it's gonna get sexual? Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like what's gonna happen?
Is she gonna grow up and then she's gonna fuck, or but no, she's like fucking all these guys like as a child. It's just like I guess they're trying to say something, but it's just, for me, like I just don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're trying to make some sort of statement about feminism or something, or like men taking advantage of women or whatever, but it's like this is just not good.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not funny. It's just like creepy and awkward, and just like I felt like Emma Stone's performance was like super cringe.
Yeah, but apparently she won like an award for it.
She won like the best actress for it.
Maybe we should have like given it more of like a chance, but I don't know. I was just like getting really uncomfortable, and then you like read the synopsis like online, and I was just like, no, like I can't.
Yeah, and like Mark Ruffalo's in it, and he's doing like this like cringe accent. I just don't like. Yeah, I was like
disappointed. I like Mark Ruffalo.
I don't like him.
I don't like Emma Stone.
I don't like. I like Emma Stone. Okay. I don't know if she's ever really been in anything like particularly good. I kind of want to watch that show, The Curse, with Nathan Fielder.
I don't know what that is.
It's like behind like a Showtime paywall. I can't watch it. That's like the one thing we don't have, and I'm not buying Showtime for like The Curse.
Dang.
But I don't know. I've heard good things about that. Yeah, I definitely wanted like Poor Things to be good. Like I didn't go in like thinking like I want
Yeah,
to hate this
no.
movie.
Yeah, I was totally like when we first started it, I was like excited. I was like on board before I like knew anything about it. Other than that, it was like sexual or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it's just not my cup of tea.
Right.
Yeah, I think it just it had it was just a little too like weird for me.
Yeah, and like the camera.
I like movies. Yeah,
I feel like there was like
are more normal.
there was like weird like camera angles and like
yeah,
they were like
very,
and there was like black and white for most of it, which is also like not my thing.
the first like 20 minutes were in black and white.
I also just find most things that are like set in kind of like this time period to be like really creepy and like unsettling and like disgusting.
Yeah, I just
Like it was like creepy vibes. Like
it's supposed to be funny, I guess, but I just didn't really like. Where's the humor? Like, what was funny about it?
yeah,
It was just weird.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like someone explain it to me because I didn't get it. So someone smarter than
Yeah,
me.
maybe someone. Yeah, maybe if you liked Poor Things,
Obviously, it's doing really well.
and you think we're like really just like misrepresenting it, please comment
Yeah, we
and
love to hear
tell us what
thoughts.
we're missing exactly.
Yeah, Mason and I are gonna go see Dune 2 soon.
Mhm.
I'm really looking forward to that. I hear that movie's really good. People just seem really happy with it. They're like, Dune 1 sucked, but Dune 2 really kicks ass.
I didn't think Dune 1 sucked. I
I'm
really
like,
liked
I
Dune 1.
really like Dune 1. Like, so this Dune 2 better. It's probably gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait. And then yeah, we're kind of, you know, we're a little bit dry right now in terms of shows, but
I wonder what we'll watch tonight. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Love is Blind. Like I started watching it because I was getting like so many like TikToks and like Instagram videos and stuff all about
Jimmy.
like Jimmy and Chelsea.
Yeah, the TikToks really got to us. Like it made us watch the show.
Exactly. Yeah. And like the main like discourse I heard was like Chelsea comparing her, saying that she looks like Megan Fox, or that like somebody has people have told her that she looks like Megan Fox, and then
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh my god, she does not look like Megan Fox." I think she does look like Megan Fox.
It's a big debate if she does or she doesn't.
I think like her face definitely looks like Megan Fox.
She definitely looks like Megan Fox, you know, but just not as hot.
I mean, like, it's just like, what was he
That's like
expecting?
when people tell me I look like Charlie Cox.
Like replica.
Like thanks, but like come on, like come on, like don't,
I definitely see it.
don't you don't want to like, you know, have you don't want to compare yourself to a celebrity.
It's like you're not
That's
gonna
just a
be
bad move.
like an exact like carbon copy, but like yeah, you could like kind of look like them or like have similar features.
Like the thing is, like you don't want to ever like compare someone to a celebrity. It's just not a good form because celebrities are like the most attractive people.
Yeah,
you know.
I just feel like in like the situation of like Love is Blind, where it's like they're supposed to be like not like they're supposed to fall in love without
they're not even supposed to talk about what they look like.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like inevitable to talk about that.
I feel like the experiment is to marry someone.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Without knowing what they look
but
like.
yeah, it came up like, and she was just like, people have said I look like Megan Fox, and he just like was thinking that he was gonna like literally be engaged to literal Megan Fox, and it's like, she does look like Megan Fox, but
it was
just
a
like
good
herself.
Season. That was fun. It was really well edited. Netflix really they know what they're doing.
Oh my god, I feel
with the editing.
I had lots of feelings about this season.
Yeah, it was definitely
But yeah, what are we gonna watch now?
We gotta watch something that pairs well with pizza rolls.
Right.
What TV show goes well with a hot, steamy, slightly moist pizza roll?
I don't know.
We could watch Kristen Ritter
What's that?
in Jessica Jones. Isn't that her name?
Oh,
Kristen
yeah,
Ritter?
you were saying you wanted to watch Jessica Jones.
I want to rewatch Jessica Jones.
Yeah, she is.
I remember that being
that
good.
woman, that actress, is in Big Eyes, the one with like the dark hair.
Yeah, she's awesome. I've been rewatching Breaking Bad recently on my own while I work, because I just finished Better Call Saul, and I'm like, you know what? Let's keep the party going. You know, let's go through Breaking Bad one more time.
I honestly want to like restart Breaking Bad because we
so
watched
good.
I watched a lot of it, but I didn't finish it. And
It's
like
so good, like back-to-back episodes too, just like
Yeah.
having it on loop, all like just watching it, you know, all the way, like a whole season in a day,
yeah,
you know, while you work, because like you really like, it's like a gut punch. You're like, damn, this is like really, you know, I mean, it's one of the best shows ever made, so
definitely.
it's no surprise. But yeah, we can restart it if you want.
Yeah, maybe we should.
I'm not gonna stop you.
You're not gonna stop me?
I'm not gonna stop you. But yeah, I just got to that part where, spoiler alert, you know,
Wait, don't.
Jesse's girlfriend.
Okay.
You got to that part.
Well, I know, but maybe not everyone else has.
Well, let's just
It's a
say
big spoiler.
she does one too many drugs, and it rhymes with schmo-dees. And her father finds her being zipped up into
Oh my god.
a body bag, and then he fucking flips his lid and crashes two planes together. Spoiler alert.
Wait, what? I don't remember that.
You remember that?
No.
Spoiler. Well, he's like an air traffic controller. And he's like, they're like, are you good to return back to work or whatever? This show's been out for fucking a decade. Like, if you haven't seen it by now, like you're fucked in the head. It's like my third time around, but he's like an air traffic controller, and they're like, are you sure you're good to go back to work? And your daughter only died, 4 weeks ago or whatever. He's like, yeah, I just gotta get back to it. I gotta take my mind off of it. And then like one of the planes like is named like Jane or something, like he has to say Jane over and over again, like that's the name of his daughter. And it like trips him out, or like he makes a mistake and he keeps like saying like, the wrong name of the plane, and then like I don't know how this happens. I don't know if this is how it happens in real life. Like if one guy could make a mistake and then like two planes could crash into each other, but maybe it's because he said the wrong word or something. But like yeah, basically he didn't do his job right, and two commercial airplanes like crash into each other above Albuquerque, New Mexico, and just like rains down like this like holy fire of death onto and it was all caused by Walt, like Walt and Jesse's like greed and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Like, I feel like that's a common theme in the show. Is like I love this show because it has like really high stakes. Like, you know what I mean?
There's really good like foreshadowing too. Like they do a really good job like building up scenarios and like teasing sequences that will happen later on in the series.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's
and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, like they like the actions like have consequences like in this in that show. I feel like that is like a really good indicator of like good writing and just like a good like entertaining engaging show is like like actions have consequences. Like when you do something, like when a character does something, like there is like massive consequences to their actions.
Yeah,
like I think that's like real. I think you could definitely say that about like Game of Thrones and like House like like and House of the Dragon. Like that's like my favorite show ever. But like just like exactly just like like you don't get like characters don't get away with anything, I feel like, in that show.
I like like TV shows and like movies. Yeah, I don't know that like kind of they're more focused on like kind of like the characters and like building out like the world than they are like the specific shots or the filmmaking. Like I don't really like when like in Poor Things, like it was just so like look at me, I'm a film, where it's like all these weird ass lenses and all these like exuberant colors, like just trying to be so flashy.
Uh-huh.
Where it's like Breaking Bad there's like good shots and there's good sequences and there's interesting compositions and stuff. Like I'm not saying like have shit visuals, but like yeah, like something like Game of Thrones too it's just kind of shot like, you know, like the actors are kind of just shot.
It's like
There's not too much going on with the camera movement and stuff.
I like
it's distracting.
Yeah, and I feel like when it's like they're like the shots that are like really good and like memorable, like it's kind of like demonstrating like the beauty of like the set or kind of like the environment that like they're in, or like the grandeur of like maybe like a person or like something like that. Like it's not just like, oh, look at this cool quirky camera angle.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
Or like yeah, a lot of people like to do like, I don't know, like oneers, like big long tracking shots or like kind of show offy kind of shots. I've never really been like a big fan of that kind of stuff. Like it can definitely be done well, like in Goodfellas or something like that.
You know, like are you talking like how in The Haunting of Hill House?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
That is a really cool oneer, actually.
That was insane.
That was insane. But like it also like I don't think it needed to do that at the same time. Like I appreciated that and it was cool, but like the story itself was already like engaging enough. You know what I mean? Like I don't really need there to be like this extra like filmmaking to like show off kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't like necessarily to like show off.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe it was like maybe had some
that Hill House one was really cool.
Yeah.
There's definitely like good oneers and stuff, but
oh my god, the freaking Haunting of Hill House.
I don't want the filmmaking to draw too much attention to itself.
Haunting of Hill House like is like probably like my second favorite like show. Like Game of Thrones and like Haunting of Hill House.
Damn, it's that high up there?
I think so. Well, I haven't finished Breaking Bad. Maybe Breaking Bad would be like my second. But like Haunting of Hill House, like we rewatched Haunting of Hill House, and I ugly cry. Like just like the imagery is like so like powerful. Like, you know, like they just say like such such huge like emotional kind of things, like with like really simple like shots.
It's a really well put together show.
You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking of this one example in particular, but I guess I won't spoil it. But it's
it's hard to talk about shows without spoiling.
I know.
So, House of the Dragon, where does that rank?
Well, House of the Dragon, I kind of feel like is like in Game of Thrones or like the
under
same.
the Game of Thrones banner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When's that coming back?
It's coming very soon.
When soon?
Like I think in like June or July.
Nice.
Like the summer.
I'm giving my left nut to see that right now.
No, we can wait. Oh my gosh.
I make a deal with the devil to see that right now. I'm
gonna be like a complete wreck. I was a complete wreck at the end of the last
It's
season.
gonna be crazy, y'all. It's about to pop off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. If you guys haven't caught up on season 1 of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon.
No, yeah, House of the Dragon.
Yeah, sorry. This is your time.
Please do yourself a favor and watch it. It's so good.
It's so crazy good.
And it's just one season. Like, it's not as intimidating as Game of Thrones because, like, I watched House of the Dragon first because Forrest was really into Game of Thrones and I wasn't for, like, a long time. But then when House of the Dragon came out, he was watching it, and so I was like, okay, I'll watch it with you. And it, like, totally, like grabbed me, and it's only, like, 10 episodes. So it's not like super intimidating.
It's a much smaller scale than Game of Thrones.
And
it's just about one family.
I think it will for me, like when House of the Dragon was over, I was like, okay, fine, I guess I'll watch Game of Thrones. And then I kind of like that is like just way crazier and more epic, and it took us like 2 months to get through all of Game of Thrones. But
oh, dude, I'm like hearing Daenerys' theme in my head right now.
I know.
It's so fucking good.
Oh yeah, we watched that Damsel movie.
Oh yeah, Damsel.
That was okay.
Sick.
It wasn't like that great. Like I'm not gonna watch it again.
With Millie Bobby.
But
Millie Bobby Billie Jean.
But yeah, I think Millie Bobby Brown did a good job. And I just thought of that because everyone is like on Twitter is being annoying and saying like, I honestly hate like people who like Daenerys and who like stan her and think that like everything she did was justified.
Are they dragging it on Twitter?
Because people on Twitter will be like, oh, they think that they can make like a new like Mother of Dragon movie, or wait, and like they're talking about like damsel.
It's kind of like
and it's like it's
Daenerys' turf.
Yeah,
a bit.
like a woman.
It's just one.
Writing,
It's just one
like,
little movie though.
yeah.
It's just like a fun like action movie. It's not like a sprawling epic like multi-year series. Like it's not even on the same level. It's just another fun dragon movie.
Yeah, and it's not even that good. Like Game of Thrones is way better. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you don't have to be
It's just different.
intimidated by damsel.
Yeah, and I saw some people on YouTube were like talking about how Damsel's like this feminist propaganda film or whatever, and it's really not.
I mean, yeah, if you think like just because a woman is the main
does
character,
star in the film,
like that it's feminist propaganda, then I guess like sure, but
she's not. She's not like a OP girl boss. I mean, I guess she kind of is. I don't know.
Well,
It's not annoying though how some movies do it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not like if that was what they were going for, it was definitely really subtle and tasteful. Because
it was just like an engaging story. I felt like.
Yeah, I did
I
not
liked it.
feel like that was the intention. Like I didn't feel like it was like, oh, like women are better than men. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I don't know, like I was watching Critical Drinker, and Critical Drinker's just like, I feel like he doesn't even watch a lot of these movies.
Yeah. How you were describing what he said, it sounded like, yeah, he literally didn't watch it.
Like he had it on in the background and he just already made up his mind about it before he even watched it.
Didn't he say like, oh, she doesn't want to get married? And it's like, no, she does. Like she was kind of like hesitant.
He said some stuff that didn't make sense.
Because, it's like she never met him before. She's like, doesn't want to leave her family. She has like a little sister who she loves, and she knows she's going to have to like leave her family if she gets married, because that's just like the customs back in the day if you were like royal or whatever. And so like that was her hesitation. But like when she actually like met the prince that she was going to marry, she was like into him and like, was like excited to kind of like be married and to honor all these like traditions that his family had. Like, so it's like, I don't know, like it wasn't like, yeah, he just didn't watch it or didn't pay attention.
Yeah, he like marries her, and then he like instantly throws her in this like dragon pit, and like that's like this family's curse. They have to like sacrifice the
like it's like three
like three women in the family
like,
at every
yeah.
generation or something.
Uh-huh.
So they basically just like marry like lesser royalty and then sacrifice them to this dragon, and her like dad kind of sells her like knowing that they're gonna do this. It's like fucked up, and they're in this kind of like dragon death cult where they have to appease this like beast.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like a pretty tight premise for a film. And then, yeah, Millie Bobby did like a really good job, kind of like showing the despair of the character, because she starts out all pretty in these like nice garments and
like
stuff.
The wedding dress.
Like, and then she gets thrown into this pit with all these like branches, and her face gets all torn up. And then she has to like rip her dress, and like over the course of the movie, the dress like devolves into just like all like tattered, and she has to rip it off and kind of just like put on armor and kind of have to be like more of a badass and like learn to like use her surroundings to like get the best of the situation. It was kind of like Die Hard, but with dragons.
Like,
It's
what
pretty
is
sweet.
it a little bit is it unrealistic that she like survived the situation? Like, sure.
Yeah,
You know what I
there's a
mean?
lot of plot holes in the movie.
Yeah, like it's like
but it's not really it's not about the story.
Would like a real like 18-year-old girl be able to like survive in this environment? Like, probably not.
She just got really lucky because they've been doing this for like hundreds of years.
But it's like it's
So,
a movie. Like, just it's fine.
this dragon's killed like tons of bitches. But she's like just like, this is the story about the one who got away. This is the
Yeah.
story about the one who was able to defeat the dragon ultimately. And that's the power of Millie Bobby.
Yeah.
She used her telekinesis on the dragon and blew its mind up. That's what Eleven can do, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was talking about how when I was like 14, when like Stranger Things came out, and I remember like I just thought Millie Bobby Brown was like so like cool and like so, cause like I think she's a little bit younger than I am, but and I remember thinking that her parents must be really cool because she shaved her head to be in Stranger Things, and I was just like, that was absolutely unthinkable to me.
You would never.
At like well,
not even for
now,
not even for $5 million, you would not do that.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, but like I definitely don't think my parents would have even let me shave my head, even if I was like gonna be in like a Netflix show, like, you know what I mean, like, and I don't think I would have even wanted to at all, like, either. Like, I was very like short-sighted. I like, you know what I mean, like, I would have been like, what if it doesn't get like popular, like, I don't want to, like,
what if your hair just never grows back?
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like I remember when I saw like her in Stranger Things and she was like a little girl with like a shaved head, I was like, oh my gosh, like, she is so like brave. I like, you know what I mean?
She's not like most girls.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. I was like, she's like really brave and like cool, and like, yeah, her parents must be really cool.
They bald capped her for the most recent season because there's a flashback of her in the institution. So they put this like fake head, like they put her hair in a tight bun, and they put this like fake prosthetic over it. And it just looks like she has like a Megamind head, like really thick, and then they like use CGI to like kind of like shrink it down, to you know, normal proportions. Yeah, pretty sick what technology can do. Pretty soon it'll all just be the press of a button.
Yeah.
Like like shrink Millie Bobby's head. You don't even have to do any work. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm tired of masking stuff, dude. I'm tired of like spending. I spent like 4 hours the other night. That was when I was supposed to go to the gym, but I was like up until like 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Just like masking like this shot. I'm like, one of these days you're gonna be able to click a button and AI will just like do the whole thing for you.
That'd be awesome.
I'm so excited. The future is here, you guys. Embrace it. I'm serious. Don't dilly dally. It's awesome.
Don't dilly dally.
Embrace this technology. We need it. I'm tired of masking.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I don't even want to make the films. I just want to type in a command and just have it spit out the movie. But we still have to make them.
Damn it.
Unfortunately. Make a movie with Millie Bobby battling a dragon, and then Damsel just starts playing.
Millie Bobby.
That's how they That's actually how they made that movie. She never even was aware that she was in it.